Get your phone out of my face.
Well, good morning. I haven't done this in a while, so we might as well do them. I think I might be doing them on Saturdays instead of trying this daily thing, because the butcher shop has expanded to the point where I'm putting several hours a day in distribution and publication. As always, you look at the top, there's a link to today's article. On Saturday, we do a compilation article. All through the week as I publish, I don't promote the Tribune every day, even though I hit the page every day. What I do is I take the link and I put it in my Word over on my phone, the link. And as the day or as the week goes along, there are more and more articles, usually 5 to 7 articles. And then presently, Ted is working his way through Woman Who Walks on Stones, which is an upcoming book. Today's segment is called The Revelation, and that would be the title of the page that you see. And you can read the Revelation, or that part there. And down below it, you'll see, like today, is 5 links of what we were doing all week, including the Saudi Arabian fiasco and the Canadian thing where they legalized marijuana for the entire country. Stuff like that. We try to bounce, not home in on so much of one thing, which is boring. Now with the Kavanaugh thing, we had to home in because, frankly, and Brother Theo and I have a difference of opinion on this and everything. Of course, him being a Democrat and an old-style liberal, he's all for the Me Too people and all that, but he's beginning to sway around a little bit to the fact that the Me Too movement, while it was started in good faith with some young ladies at, I think, a university who were being set upon, shall we say, and they started a little group of saying, well, they got Me Too, and it helped that university, but it picked up national prominence, and when it did pick up national prominence, as with all national prominently things, it went crazy. And now we have broken down professors out of California, and we have whores called Stormy Daniels coming out of God knows where, who, by the way, presently owes Donald Trump a ton of money for running her mouth, coming out. And these people are saying, well, me too, me too, me too. Now, I am not minimizing the fact that some women get hurt during their lifetime. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, ladies, take a look at your 2 champions here. Take a look at Dr. Ford. Oh, that doesn't fit right. Dr. Ford. Now, this woman comes from a university out in California that is just as far left liberal, anti-man, I guess that's the best way you can put it, as you can possibly get. Okay? And then Stormy Daniels. Now there's your champion right there, all right? I don't care what you think or what you say. When you have a woman that made her living being a porn star, and then she comes up with an accusation against the president that, oh, he touched me there. I mean, come on, people, let's get some common sense here. Get some common sense, okay? Do you want your 10-year-old daughter being trained by that? And let's just be honest. Do you want your 10-year-old daughter being trained by that? No, you don't. Okay. Now, anyway, I'm going to try to do a Saturday wrap-up. I'm not going to get crazy and come along here like an idiot and try to do it daily. That's one thing that aggravates me to death is people who try to do FaceTimes or live feeds like this, and they do every day. And it's just like the early days of YouTube with like Roger the Boring Dispatcher, and I liked him, but people like that, they come up and sometimes they even go as far as to say, well, I got to make a video today. In other words, they're saying I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to communicate, but I'm addicted to this thing, so I'm going to make a video today. And another thing with the live feed that I detest, and you'll notice I don't do it. These things are recorded. I'll put this up on YouTube, come up and say, I'm just waiting for some people to gather. I'm waiting for a crowd to gather, I don't wait for no crowd. That is when I hear that, I immediately go somewhere else. I don't wait for the crowd to gather. That is absolutely stupid. So read the articles. The compilation article at the top has a lot of good reading in it. I'm involved in starting a blog talk network, I guess, with a man named Chuck with Smith Fix. He wants to start some blog talk stuff, and I'm going to chime in on it. I've got some interest in up in Utah with some friends up there in distributing some information. We recently went through another little blip in Utah, which came out good. It came out good. It wasn't bad. So we're working with that. And I'm following the news. The November elections are coming up, and it's if you've got, on one side of the fence it's going to be a blue wave, and on the other side of the fence it's going to be a blue swirl. And I think I'm pretty sure we're going to retain the Senate. I don't know about the Congress, and there's a reason for this. Okay, the senators you may never meet. Okay, there's 2 per state. Your congressman is usually a local boy from 3 to 5 counties, right around, that kind of stuff. And by and large, I myself, and I don't know about anybody else, I myself have never voted along party lines for a congressman or woman. I mean, let's be politically correct here. I would vote for Bob Pogue because I knew him. I'll vote for Hugh Shine because I know him. Okay, I think Hugh is a Republican. I'm not sure. But I know Hugh Shine. I've worked with him and his family for years in real estate, and I like him. But I was torn because when C.J. Grisham ran against him, I was like this, and everything. I think I voted for C.J. on that one because I know C.J. and I've worked with him in the open carry movement, and I appreciated what he did, so I took my vote over there. So the congressional thing is up for grabs because number 2, people will traditionally vote the way they voted the last time. Number 2, and you expand it a little bit. When responsible voters or responsible people who go to the fire station and vote are generally responsible to get up and do that on a Tuesday morning, right? They will generally hold their line and they'll vote the way they did the time before. So the polls and guessers, I don't think they ever take that into account. That these people are, they're all conservative, whether they say liberal or conservative. When voters are generally conservative in that they will conserve their opinions and vote the same way. That's a fact. That is a fact. Another thing is do not believe polls. Polls are there from Fox, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, all that are there to influence your vote. Okay? They are there to influence your vote. You read the poll. Everybody wants to be next to a happening guy. All right. So if you hear that Bimbo Bop over here is about to have a landslide, there's a whole contingent of people that run over and vote for this cat because they want to be part of the big landslide, right? Or if you're following somebody like Beto, yeah, let's see. Now, Warren she's Pocahontas, so I guess Beto would be Zabata, right? Anyway, you're going to vote for somebody like that, and then the last poll you see, right before you run to the firehouse, says that he's going to lose his ass, hat, and all his cattle. Well, it's an inclination for some people to vote for Ted Cruz because he's going to be the winner. Again, everybody wants to get next to a happening guy, right? That's just human nature, folks, okay? But nationally, right now, the Republicans have the Congress, the Senate, the President, the Supreme Court, the dog pound, and everything. Now, good morning, Chappie. We got everything. And I've got a lady on the East Coast who's always panicking. Oh, we're going to lose the Congress. We're going to lose Kavanaugh. We're going to lose this. We're going to lose that. No way. If we, quote, unquote, lose the Congress, we've still got Trump, who walks right down the middle of the aisle and tries to influence both sides. All right, things are changing in America, folks. I've got on one side, I got people. If Trump was molesting a 13-year-old girl on the White House porch, the trumpets would look and say, "Look what that little girl is doing to our president." Okay, and on the other side, we got people that no matter what he does, if the president is eating a bucket of Colonel Sanders chicken, they'll be in the street with signs saying, "Look at all the poor chickens that gave their lives for him." Okay? I mean, that's exactly what you've got going. Complete opposites, okay? And in the news today, okay, we got a herd of, what are they, Hondurans or Guatemalans, or, well, one of the Mexican nations down there, okay? And the Mexicans are letting them into the southern border, okay? Weeding them out, of course, you know. Maybe, well, this one no, this one no, and that. And the other ones have to jump the fence a little further down the line. And they're heading lickety-split for Laredo, Texas. Donald Trump is saying, well, we're going to send the army down there. Hey, Kent, we're going to send the army down there and shoot them up, all right, if they come over here. And actually, you got the entire state of California saying that he's an animal and a Nazi and all this horse crap and everything. So you see the way this is going. Nobody's making any sense. But if by a miracle, and I'm not going to prophesy here, but I'm going to say if by a miracle, we retain the Congress, Senate, we got that. We're going to talk about the Supreme Court in a minute, the Supreme Court and all that. Then we got 2 more years to help straighten this country out. And if we straighten just a little bit of it out, then the people who voted for Donald Trump in 2016, remember the rule I said a few minutes ago? They generally vote the same way. Well, they're going to vote the same way, and there are going to be more than a few converts come over. And you might just actually see a landslide with the next presidential election. Okay, I hear this rumble in the jungle about Hillary making a 3rd run. Now let me explain something to y'all. You got your welfare check here, your Social Security check in your hand. You're going to go down to Louisiana Downs and you're going to bet on the horses, right? Now there's an old gray-haired nag down there that's lost 2 races in a row, and you put your money on it and lost your ass 2 times in a row. So you go down on one Saturday, and there's that nagger leading her right back out to the gate and everything. No, like Jim Brown used to tell Richard Pryor, what you gonna do? Are you gonna take your hard-earned money and go down there and bet on that nag? Okay. Hillary Clinton is a nag. She's lost 2 times running. She lost in the primaries to a junior senator that had his office in a cardboard box and became president. All right. She lost the next time to a real estate broker had never run for dog catcher. Now, if that ain't a loser, my friends, I'm not a white boy from Austin. And I'm just telling you the truth. That's the way it really is. They may drag out Bernie Sanders. He's so old. Well, he's the same age as Donald Trump. And he's got a hell of a lot more support than Hillary. Before Hillary stole the primaries from him, because he put her in charge of the money for the Democratic run, and actually Bill stole it. All right, that's what really happened, folks. That's what really happened. I'm going to say something. I've been saying this, and nobody's, the people that hear it are alarmed. It started as a joke, but what would happen if Michelle Obama were to run against Donald Trump? I personally think she'd lose her butt, but at least it would be a decent run. Okay, other than the slander and all this other stuff and everything, the woman's got a pretty clean record that I know of. I mean, y'all might correct me and say, "Oh no, not at all," And her oldest daughter's a hell of a lot prettier than Chelsea. Okay, I mean, it's just saying. Okay, but these are political realities that we got to face. The other political reality that we got to face is you do have to get out and vote. Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock, I damn sure don't want to get in my Mercedes and drive through the cold rain to this firehouse about 4 blocks away and stand in line and vote, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to vote. And I'm not going to vote straight Republican because there's a couple of Democrats that I, know personally. I've had a beer with them and I know they're good guys. All right, so I'm going to do that. Mr. Villarongo over here, I don't even know if he's a Republican. No, he's a Democrat. He's got too many Democratic signs in his yard and everything. But I voted for his ass for mayor because I know him. Now, he don't like anything I write, because I think he's illiterate. But, but I voted for him. Yeah, that's the one thing. And another thing that we've got to stop. I appreciate patriots, and I appreciate people standing up for the Constitution. But this foaming at the mouth, I'm so crazy, the government's watching me all the time. The country's going to fall down. They're going to put us all in FEMA camps. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Putin's going to move into the White House. Stop it. We still have a Constitution. And if you say this to the liberals and they lose their minds, put their vagina hats on and hit the streets, you've got to support the president because he supports us against all these other nations like Saudi Arabia and China, and he defends us. And he just sided up with China. Well, he just sided up with Wall Street. Well, he just sided up with... No, he's trying to make things work. Okay? He's trying to make things work. The unemployment is down, and he didn't have to rearrange the rules to make it look down. It is down. My family in Utah has made $100,000 in equity on the big blue house in Brigham City since Donald Trump took office. Those are real dollars and cents. Real. Now, Utah ain't got no economy. I know the bishop and the prophet and all that's going to jump up and foam at the mouth down there, but they don't got no economy. They ain't got a damn thing to sell but salt. They got a pretty good publishing industry up there, but I mean, compared to Austin, there are probably more people in the Austin metropolitan area than there are in the entire state of Utah. But they're good people, and their economy is booming. If you can make Utah's economy boom, you probably got something figured out. You think? All right. California, there's a movement called the Proposition 6, I think is what it's called, what my son, Master Chief Wilbur Witt, is involved in right now. And I don't understand all the ins and outs of Proposition 6, but I think that it's the good people of California are tired of paying the Mexicans to live there, or something along those lines. Okay? Most of California is just Texas with better weather. They keep all the weird shit out from about Los Angeles down to San Diego and about 25 miles in from the ocean. All the weird people live there, but there's millions of them. And they vote in a block, in a gerrymandered block. So all the guys that are growing the avocados and the oranges and the strawberries, they have a voice, but you can hardly hear it out there in Ocasito Wells where they have to live. All right, that is the political truth. See, we're coming down here with communicate. Not failure to communicate, but communicate. Now, these political realities have always been upon us. We've just, nobody's really addressed them. My business partner, Brother Theo, is a foaming at the mouth liberal. But he says we needed Donald Trump because the Bush-Clinton dynasty had to stop. And we both, if you believe in an Illuminati or deep state or any kind of stuff, then you have to accept the fact that just possibly this deep state, sometime in about 2014, decided it was time to end this dynasty. And we'd have to go in. When you shift a big truck, you don't just shift from first to second right then. You kind of go through neutral, and then you go up. It's called double clutching. You millennials don't know what that is, but it's called double clutching, okay? And we kind of double clutched. Right now, we're kind of in neutral with Donald Trump, but we're heading for second gear. And as the economy does improve, it'll go into third gear. And Wall Street. Oh, I was going to make this a short video. I apologize. Oh, crap, my God, look how it went down on Jesus Christ. Donald Trump screwed up. We told you he's going to screw up. We told you he's going to screw up. Jesus Christ. Here's what stock's all about. I own stocks. Lots of them. Okay. You find something that's dirt cheap. The last dirt cheap thing I bought was some chocolate milk when I lost my ass. But you try to find something that's dirt cheap. And you get it out there and you buy it for, $2 a share, right? And you watch it. Because I'm a trader, I'm not an investor. You watch it. And all of a sudden, that $2 a share is worth $5 a share. So you watch it a little bit more. Then it goes to $5.50 a share. Okay. Then it goes to $5.25 a share, and that's when you sell right then every damn piece of stock you got on chocolate milk. And what happens then? You make money. What does the Dow Jones Industrials and the NASDAQ say? Stocks are going down. The stock is receding. We had a low start. No, it's not a low start. That's the people getting their money back, because money, okay? And then what do they do? They go back to the stock market, and they take all that money, that extra $3.25 they made, and they buy vanilla milkshake. And they watch it go up from $2 to $3, and they repeat again, and they repeat again, and they repeat again. That's what makes the economy work, folks. That's called making money. With all the Obama's theories that come out of South Chicago, he never did figure that out, that investors make money. And you know what happens when investors make money? They got this big sack, 2 sacks of money, okay? And they go out to some place like Utah, all right? And they say, well, see, we got $1 billion here that we made off of chocolate milk. And the good Mormon people out there say, well, what do you want to do with your $1 billion? And they say, well, we thought we'd, since y'all got all this sunlight out here, we'd build a movie studio to make good Christian movies for boys and girls. We don't care what flavor you are, as long as there ain't no lesbians in it and nobody wearing vagina hats and all the little girls look decent. And the Mormons say, yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you someplace out here by the Great Salt Lake, and we're going to knock the taxes down for a couple of years just so you can get started, all right? And then people in Utah get jobs and everything, all that kind of stuff. Or they come to Austin, and they say, they're just not building them iPhones right in China. So we're going to start a company down here called Textaphone. It's going to be like an iPhone, but better. And the city of Austin says, well, we're going to do to you what we did for Mike Dale. He just take his little tract of land here and forget about taxes for a couple of years. And then we got new iPhones, different brand. That's what makes the economy work. That's what makes people go to work. Not everybody will be a billionaire. Don't hate the billionaires. Don't hate the millionaires. Okay? Some of us are just like me. I get up with a little pad like this right here, and I figure up what I owe for the month, what I'm going to make for the month. I hope to God I sell a damn book, and I run down, well, I don't run down anymore. I got this thing called Zelle with Bank of America, which y'all ought to check out. And I punch a couple numbers and my water bill stays paid. And if you notice, the lights are still on, okay, because I sold a book. Now, I didn't intimidate the memory of Hemingway, but, anytime you turn on your old phone, you think you got $200, you got $800, and you pull white trash like I truly am, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That'll buy a beer, Or I switched off on vodka this week. I had a real high-end vodka somebody gave me for a gift, and it was really good. It was really, look here, hands not even shaking. I mean, good stuff. Anyway, okay, that's about it. Everybody go back to your life and everything. I'm going to put this thing up and distribute it all over God's creation, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Hi, Frank. I'm glad I got to talk to you face to face. One day I'd like to bring you on and everything. And Frank, Kent, his first name's Kent. Kent, I deeply appreciate you allowing my stuff on your page. Kent Franks has it's his personal page, but it's one of the best open-ended political pages I've ever seen in my life. He is a very straightforward, nice guy. He does not like Donald Trump, and that doesn't bother me a bit. Okay? And my dream one day is to bring Kent down here and take him to Austin and have a beer, a local craft beer, and give him some real barbecue he cannot possibly get in Jersey.